Hey there everybody, I've decided to do a stream of consciousness video today because I haven't done one yet, and also I haven't made a video that hasn't been a vlog or a Monday music video in quite a while, so I decided that I have things to say and we're just going to go with it and see what happens. So, first of all, I have this cute little You Deserve a Drink cup koozie, which I'm in love with. I love it. And if you guys don't know, let's see. Mamrie Hart just came out with a book, and I mean, lots of YouTubers are coming out with books now. It's not a huge deal, but this is the best one. If you buy one YouTuber's book, or one book in general in your whole life, buy this book. It literally every page has me rolling on the floor. It's ridiculous. It's called You Deserve a Drink, Boozy Misadventures and Tales of Debauchery by Mamrie Hart. I have had this book pre-ordered since Christmas. It is the best book I have ever read, and I'm only like 60 pages into it because literally every time I sit down to read it, I have to stop and like call Erica in or whoever's around me and just like read paragraphs out loud because they kill me. Like, she has the best stories. Her writing style is so funny, and it's so easy to read, and it's so personable, and you don't feel like you're really reading a book. It's more like, you know, if you've ever seen her in anything, it's just like listening to her talk, and it's great. So if you haven't already, buy this book. Do it. Do it. It's great. One thing I did want to mention before I get on a super weird tangent is I would like to shout out to two of my favorite ladies here on YouTube. One of those ladies is Amanda, or Mander, Foxes and Ice Cream. She is great. She has hilarious content, and she's basically mostly comedy. She talks about some issues inside of her videos, which is really great, and she's just an all-around lovely person and great content creator, so definitely follow her. My second lady on here is Molly Curley. If you guys have not checked out her channel, please definitely do. She is literally, it's so hard to explain her because she's so great and she's hilarious, but she is the sweetest, most soft-spoken person I have seen on here. Like, her voice is like butter, and like the jokes just like everything she says is like so entertaining, but it flows out in a way that you wouldn't expect it. Like, it's not like bam in your face comedy, but it's like I'm pretty sure you could turn on her channel at any given point and just listen to her talk and fall asleep, but the stuff that she says is so funny that it like keeps you engaged. And I don't know if that's even an accurate description, but she does a show called The Molly Show, which she talks about, you know, current events, celebrities, pop culture, things like that. And she also does vlogs and some artsy stuff and, you know, favorites of the month. And she's just fantastic, and I love her so much. Go follow her. I will leave Amanda's and Molly's channels in the links below. Definitely go follow them. I love them so much. Mwah. So now getting into stream of consciousness, so I follow some YouTubers on Snapchat. Do any of you guys follow YouTubers on Snapchat? But I follow Tyler Oakley on Snapchat. And he's just very recently discovered Lush bath bombs, which is crazy to me that he hasn't before. But okay, when I get a Lush bath bomb, I use that shit sparingly. Like, I have to have a relaxing evening planned. I'm like, I open up a bottle of wine, I throw on a nice indie movie, sit in my tub, throw a bath bomb in there. I'm like, this is a $7 bath. Like, I paid like $7 for that bath bomb, and I better sit in here and enjoy it for at least an hour. At least, to make this worth it. And you almost feel like obligated to have like a really relaxing and nice experience with it because you spent money on that. It's not just like, oh, I'll just throw on a bath and call it good. Like, you have to, like, at least for me, I have to make an event out of it. I have to plan ahead, and I have to enjoy it. Otherwise, I feel like I wasted the whole thing. But so the first time Tyler Oakley had a bath bomb, he was like, oh, I'm gonna try this out. He might have had one, maybe two, I think, the first time he even tried them. And he just threw two in there and was like, ooh, this is great. The next time he used bath bombs, literally is a 10-second video of just him filming his bathtub, and he threw at least 6 bath bombs in one bath. And I was like having a panic attack. I'm like, that's like a $50 bath. Like, what are you doing with your life? Like, that's like the equivalent of, have you guys seen the Feeling Myself video? Of course you have. If you haven't, what are you doing with your life? But that's like the equivalent of Beyonce dumping that like $20,000 champagne bottle into the jacuzzi and just like not caring. Like, that's like the low-key version. It's just throwing 6 bath bombs in one bath and being like, what up? Like, I can afford a $50 bath because I'm super great and who cares? But that just baffled me. Let's talk about new music. New music? New Florence. Great. My favorite song on the New Florence album is Third Eye. That one's great. Also, New Mumford. What is happening? I mean, I like it. I listen to it every day. Obviously, I'm a dedicated fan of Mumford. But there's no banjo, no mandolin. The only thing that's the same is Marcus Mumford's beautiful voice. But other than that, how would you even know it's Mumford and Sons? I don't understand. I mean, a lot of the songs seem to be like obviously they went through some shit or something happened, and a lot of it is pretty heartbreaking, so I think they changed their sound. Like, something's lacking from their personal life, so now the core of the band is lacking. Like the manjo. Like the banjo and the mandolin are just not there anymore, and they changed their whole sound, which it's like, you could have warned us. Like, if I knew that the last album was the last album with the banjo and the mandolin, I would have savored it more, But, you think that's Mumford & Sons. That's their sound. And suddenly it's gone, and you're like, what the fuck? But, I mean, it's still good. It's still good. Also, you guys, I'm a little drunk. Just a little. And I'm sorry about it, but also not. So I've been watching some Planet Earth on Netflix, and it is the most entertaining thing I have found recently. I'm waiting for Orange is the New Black to come back, and I mean, what else are you gonna watch in between? Like, I can't get into anything like that super intense. I did watch the first episode of Game of Thrones, but I don't have that at my disposal. Oh yeah, Planet Earth. So I've been watching Planet Earth lately. One thing that Planet Earth has taught me is that birds are fucking weird, man. Like, I've never really thought about it before, but okay, picture like a hummingbird, and then picture like an ostrich. They're both birds. Like, what? It's like God said, let there be this creature that is the biggest, like, spectrum of differences. Let's just fuck people up. And let's just put, like, tiny little baby birds and giant dinosaur birds. Like, do you think that if a hummingbird ever, like, interacted with an ostrich, they'd be like, yo, I'm a bird, you're a bird, let's be bird brothers? They'd be like, no. Like, the hummingbird would be like, you are going to eat me, you're a dinosaur. Birds are everywhere, and there's so many of them and so different. Like, that just makes me think of the movie, like, what is it? Is it The Birds or is it The Crows or something? And how terrifying that actually is, because when you go outside, like, I feel like 80% of your surroundings is birds, and you don't realize it. And they're all different kinds, and I wonder if they interact with each other. Like, I'm sorry, I think about this way too much, but what are birds? Okay, well, I'm going on about 20 minutes on this video, so we're just gonna cut it. Hopefully I'll be able to edit this into something slightly coherent. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up below. Make sure to subscribe for new music videos every Monday, because that's the only thing I do consistently on here, which I'm pretty proud of, because I've never stuck with something for so long. How many weeks? I started in March, April, May, June. I've been doing this for almost 3 months, 3 whole months, and I've never missed a week, so I'm pretty proud of that. It shows that I'm consistent and I can keep things up, so you guys are at very low risk for being disappointed if you're subscribing for music videos on every Monday, so that's great. Anyway, tangent aside, I hope you guys have a great day, a great week, a great life, and I will see you next time. Well, come with me, Will, and we will go far into the blue. I will take you, listen to me, then you will see.